Hello and welcome back to Let's Play Rune Gold, the vastly superior version, of course, which is sadly not on Steam, but whatever. Today we are going through the bulk of Thorsdad, which is pretty huge for a mountain fortress. I am supposing that it was already built by someone else for other purposes before these guys took over, because there is no way in hell they would have built so much. Okay, this little lizard here trying to look like the texture below it, but failing completely. Ooh, scary, spooky. Vikings. Is it just me, or was there a light here that went out when I ate the lizard? Huh, never noticed that before. Oh well. Let's go here, break this apparently already broken door. No, I'm not. I know exactly where I'm going. There is another one of these. I think we already faced at least one of these before. I distinctly remember explaining them. Berserker? Yes, Berserker. That's the correct way of saying that. They are a bit more aggressive than usual, and they don't usually wear shields. Use, I guess. And I don't know if they have more health than the regular people. Sometimes it kind of feels like that, but I cannot confirm. Anyway, these guys apparently are really easy. Even though 2 times I beat this whole place on hard, I thought they were completely difficult. But now I magically am much better at them, so that's cool. Okay, you can hear, at least I hope you can hear, this rune here, hidden behind the wall. But continuing the tradition of confusing progression in the Thorsdad levels, we actually have to go backwards. Because this guy heard the commotion and decided to come out and open the door. Thusly, for us. This seems like it's a different type of enemy, but it behaves exactly like the others. But I previously felt that these guys were slightly harder. Maybe they're just another skin, because in the multiplayer player selection they are a separate skin from just a regular old Viking. There's some med that I didn't even see. Maybe I took it from the stable. And now I cannot take this huge leg of meat. Oh well. To progress here you need to break this plank. So yeah, there go some more disloyal followers of Konrak, who are slightly dissatisfied with the direction that he is taking the crazy Viking tribe, or whatever they are. Anyway, let's go mingle. Sadly, even they don't really want to join us or anything. Well, too bad for them. 2-on-1, and they stand completely no chance.
Like a weasel.
Really now? I think that was a pretty fair fight. These guys are getting completely useless. Thankfully there are slightly stronger versions incoming in the near future. A random bird in here cannot really get out. Explodes upon impact with ground, but not upon impact with your axe actually, so... Okay, there is some sort of battle there going on, which seemed really wonky. And you need to go there, but you can't, because there's this grating here in the way, which you cannot destroy by any means. There's actually pretty much no point going down there. There isn't any, like, lizards even on the walls, even though I distinctly heard one. But I think it was maybe... There is definitely one down there, so maybe that's who I'm hearing. Anyway, where we actually need to go is jump down here, which I kind of couldn't find for the longest time, because when I was playing this first times, I completely forgot having jumped out of the window, and that place looked like the beginning of the level, which is actually isn't, so confusing. These levels are slightly confusing, but this is actually the beginning of the level there, and we finally can get this rune that we have been eyeing. Actually, I probably didn't even look at it, but pretend like we have been eyeing that rune. Now there's this random round corridor, which is really bizarre. This tunnel in the completely solid wall. It's not like there's like any rooms inside the structure, it's just a pile of bricks. And we are under those gratings, as you might see. The elevators in this place are really slow. Let's take out our axe. Soon enough we'll get a better weapon. But this axe is perfectly serviceable. Now, there's a strange part. You're supposed to actually go there. There's also this place here. Some dude. The shitty sword in him, which I am picking up only so that later when there's stuff to pick up other than that sword and the sword at the same place, I don't like waste any time picking the sword, because I think there are some places, I'll point them out. If you come up here, there's this.
Intruder!
This means absolutely nothing for you. You can completely avoid triggering this cutscene and nothing changes. They don't like come chasing you through here or anything. Actually, maybe like it influences spawns of enemies later in the level someplace, I'm not sure. But I don't really expect it to work like that. Also, one time this cutscene didn't stop, like they ran past the camera and the camera was just hanging there. I couldn't do anything, so I had to restart the level. Alright, continuing.
Tell you we are doomed if we continue to follow this. And this will shut your treacherous mouth.
Okay, I am slightly stuck. Help? Well, time to bring out the console. Huh, maybe I'm stuck in the ceiling or something. Alright, that was dangerous. Good thing I remember those cheats. Let's see if I can disable. Yes, cheats disabled. Now I am completely clean. But that was freaky. I've never actually gotten stuck like that in this game before. Come on, man. Better axe. You guys aren't creative anymore. Okay. Attack me. Oh, you're down there already. By the way, yeah, that's the place where I picked up the shitty sword. Oh well. Oh, he moved out of the way. That's actually kind of funny. You can actually deal damage to enemies in this game by jumping on them from sufficient heights. So that was slightly smart on his part. Too bad the rest of his tactics aren't very intelligent. Hard to believe there was a time when I couldn't beat one of these guys legitimately. Also, I to this day do not know what governs the chance of them dropping the shield when you attack. Maybe it's just completely random. Alright, flawless. You can jump up here. I think this is the grate through which we saw someone kill someone else around here. Also, if you're hungry, you can totally pull those items through the grate here. Ragnar doesn't matter. Alright, here there is actually a bit you can skip. You can walk straight here, and this is where you need to go. But I think it is intended that you don't really notice this passage at first. You walk forward, And you see this cutscene first. Now I don't know what's going on either. I definitely didn't set anything on fire yet. And you walk 3 steps and you see this.
The tower is on fire.
And now there's people to fight us. Pick up better shield. And let's take care of these people. Why not? Not very difficult. Whoa. I cannot believe it, I actually got hit. Okay, now I kind of want to demonstrate grabbing the thing through the grate here. Hop. Well, actually it is wide enough for you to take it, so it's not really any sort of paradox or anything. Also there's new enemies spawned there. Couple Vikings, but that is a bit too tedious to do, so let's go where we were meant to go all this time. Shit ton of barrels in this game. There is never anything in the barrels ever at all. It's just not a possibility. Break the mug. Alright. I remember being really stupid in here because eventually, well, I understood, but my first times I tried to go in there thinking maybe I would have to like avoid the fires or something, but you just fall into tiny pieces as if something really heavy fell on top of you. But what you actually need to go is this place. You can kind of look around, but the point is jumping down there. Some whispering here. And I kinda like the implication here that they... Whoa! That they propped this column just in time before it fell over. Because you see, as soon as you destroy the supports here, it falls over and breaks the door. So I mean...
A little far from the stables, aren't you, gelding?
No, fuck off with the gilding bullshit. If you want to see my testicles, I can show you them. Whoa, lag there in the red screen zone. I always find it amusing when I do an unreal sort of dodge jump there by accident like that, because it looks really funky. Woo! Sadly, you cannot keep doing it without interruption, you have to like wait a little bit. My skull has a lot of holes actually. Contrary to popular belief, there is not only nose and eyes, but the bottom of it I think also has a huge hole in there, where the neck connects or something. The jaw part, the mouth. So you wouldn't be able to do that. You are an educated young man. I'm gonna hammer, well, hammer the knowledge into your stupid fucking head. Okay, the...
Sigurd knows what he's doing.
Huh?
Then why does he not strike Conrad down? Only he is ever close enough.
Yep, apparently they don't like Cornac. Cornac? What? That's not my magic Conrad. But yeah, that thing, heck, damn it, I don't remember the name. But they will mention it once more. This thing is really finicky to hit.
The Wendell is free.
The Wendell! There we go. Hehe. Idiots! Too bad I cannot skip. Well, I can skip a lot of enemies in this game, but not these guys. Because you need to kill them in order to trigger another thing. But oh well. Combat in Rune is fun. It's really simple. but it's way more action-oriented and high speed kind of than definitely than Blade of Darkness and than most of Crusaders combat as well. Only the dashers would kind of compare to Rune. There we go. Now there's two more guys and they have, well, strangely enough this guy didn't pull out the sword this time because last time I played he definitely had the same sword as that guy. But actually I have a slight feeling that the enemies here, sometimes some of them are slightly randomized in different ways. Because there have been cases that where I've seen a guy like this, and upon next playthrough I've seen just a regular old Viking like all the enemies before. Thank for breaking his shield, because that shield is quite big. And also yes, he is holding a new sword for us, which is going to help a lot, even though I could probably take on all of them with this axe. This sword is longer, slightly slower, but definitely longer, has bigger reach. So, in theory it should make things easier. But as I said, I don't think it's really necessary. It's just pleasant to have a new weapon to consider stronger than before. A sense of progression, you see, even though I normally scoff at anything involving the word progression. I think. Actually, maybe I don't. But this just feels like one of those words, like difficulty curve or character development, that I kind of take, whatever, who needs that? Anyway. Of course, these guys don't really want to fight the rebel. Instead, they all want to fight me somehow. Gonna help the rebel. Unless that was the rebel. Oh well. Whatever. Now everyone has these swords. So theoretically my range advantage isn't actually happening because now everyone else has the same range, but they still don't attack quite as soon as they could have. So I can attack preemptively, slightly preemptively, and hit them first. Okay, nothing actually in here, despite what you might think. You need to break this thing. And you can also break the floor here, which is kind of obvious. This is why I like older games with simpler graphics. Just a different texture, you can tell. Why did I say it like that? You can tell pretty clearly what is a different kind of like breakable thing. Last time I actually saw something like that was in Batman Arkham Asylum. Whoop, wrong button. When there were walls that you can bomb, and they looked really out of place because there was not only just a different texture but a completely different model for them, I think. But whatever, doesn't matter. Just another point I want to make about older games being better in a lot of ways. You know. In other words, complete and utter truth. Like just looking at those things, you could definitely tell 100% certainty that they would be breakable. This is the beauty of old school. Sounded like that lizard whispered something to me there for a second. But it didn't. Lizards can't actually whisper. Also, I'm just now seeing the wonderful model of the chain, which kind of appears and disappears part by part as I move the camera, which looks really strange. Let's pay this no attention whatsoever. Alright?
There has been an intruder at the north gate. One who saw him says it is the warrior Ragnar, son of Carl.
Yep, I'm son of Harl. Or as you pronounced it, I think you said Karl. But it's actually Jarl or Jarl or whatever. But this setup clearly asks for something. If only I could guess what it is that they want me to do. Well, clearly not that, because they were just like channeling Isma there, completely unharmed by a giant falling chandelier. But we can do what the chandelier failed to do, if I don't miss completely. There we go! Haha! Moron. That's what we call Goomba stomping in the business here. That guy already died. Wow, that was quick. Yo, heads are gonna fly now that I have this sword. It's awesome. Alright, there's a hidden switch in here somewhere. Yeah, this thing. It's really badly lit, so it's hard to notice. Gigantic courtyard, nothing happens. Nothing suspicious about it, let's just move on. Tra la 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 la. Let's jump up these crates. Oh no, Ragnar, what did you do?
It's that bastard, Ragnar!
You clumsy fool. Fun fact, at least on the classic version I managed to knock the crate and immediately ran back, so the Vandal got stuck on Ragnar in the cutscene and couldn't proceed. It did the animation of like attacking people, didn't harm Ragnar because it was a cutscene. And only when it ended, thankfully it was on a timer, did it actually move past me because I mercifully stepped out of the way. Okay, I can tell I'm hitting their shields here, which is, I mean, it's progress still. Wow, he picked up the other shield. Well, I break all of them, doesn't matter to me. These guys are really bad at coordinating, like, group efforts to stop one guy who they dismissively call gelding all the time. Presumably because my hair reminds them of a puffy horse mane or something. Alright, let's eat something here. I am getting slightly hungry. Couple juicy lizards. Consumed. All will be consumed. I am the moon from Majora's Mask. Darn it, there was only one lizard. Anyway, here is the end of the level. Here also kinda hard to find, you know? Ha, Rune. But that is part of the fun. Get up there. Thank you. Drink more mead. Get the shield. And jump out of the window.
Trespasser!
What are you gonna do about it, punk? I couldn't hear exactly what he said, I only heard the ending about like a woman. Wow, that guy fails at jumping down. Well, he pretty much fails in general, come on, I mean like, look at this matchup here. Good luck with that torch. It's especially pitiful when the torch runs out before he dies, but that didn't happen sadly.
What manner of trolls are you?
There we go, not only did they spawn, but as you can see, one of the guys is the tougher version with like armor and stuff. And I swear, when I was doing a test run just before, I kept slightly dying in the next courtyard, and every time past the first time when I encountered these guys, they were both like the closer guy, the simpler warrior guy. Which is really interesting in a way. I definitely hope that the game doesn't like lower the difficulty when you die or anything like that, because that would be kind of shit. I really hate when games automatically adjust difficulty, especially when I am actually succeeding and it raises the difficulty beyond any reasonable level. Okay, I am. Oh, I actually cut off his arm, I think, before I even killed him. That's kind of cool. God damn it, missed. Gotta thank that guy for his consideration, not attacking me here while I'm eating. Still nothing. Maybe I can make this guy jib and take his head or something. Although I suspect the head doesn't actually spawn after you do that. Whoa! No, I can't find the head. Oh well. Come on. This guy seems confused. I did have a feeling that I would cut his head off. Oh well. Now, I could go there, but there's an optional place here. Ah, damn it, I missed it. This guy is also kind of confused. Also really sucks at combat. Okay, there's also this meat here, which is good. And now I can go away. I can adjust myself so that I'm close enough to the switch and go back up. Okay, did I miss the cutscene here? I think I did. Gosh darn it. I think I walked slightly too far here. Well, before going down there. It's not really much of a cutscene. The Wendell just kinda runs in there and that's pretty much it. 2 Vikings follow him. That is exactly all that happens. It isn't even a cutscene, it just goes real time. And someone behind this wall really wants to die. But the more amusing part, which I am sad about having missed, is that after this guy, the Wendell, escapes here, one of these guys says, that is like, what does he say exactly? That was a really low blow gelding or something like that, or kid or boy or something. The point is about a really low blow. And the best part is, if you run out immediately, these guys are scripted to follow the Wendell for a while, so you can attack them completely without any sort of danger. And after that, the low blow line makes a lot more sense. But let's just go Goomba. Ah, damn it, I nearly made it. Oh well. So if you want to see that, play the game by yourself, because I'm not doing it again. Also, I don't know when I hold the shield like this, if it's any better than doing this. Because I mean, it barely changes the position. And I'm not actually quite sure about how shields work in this game. Because they seem to be able to get destroyed even when you're not holding them. If the enemies just strike close to where the shield is. By the way, there's some rebels here. This dude. Another one exactly like him, I think. And we are going to free them. And this is where the Wendell went, I think. Alright, first of all, can I drink? No, I cannot drink. Alright, let's reopen this so that we actually see stuff happen. And this switch opens the gates. Now they're gonna go fight. While I do, there is a goblin here which is completely static. Which is really strange, I don't know what's up with that. Alright, they're duking it out there. Let's hope they did some damage so that I actually can kill these guys faster. Yep, they sure did. Kinda unfair that I cannot pick up shields quite in that instant like that they do. But oh well, not like I need shields really. And the pillar with the rune of Berserkism or whatever it's called, Rage Bloodlust, is down. But I feel it's a bit too early to take it because these guys are easy. I might not even need it. In one of the test runs here I used vampirism and it helped me quite a lot because I was getting hit somehow.
Wondrous hair, boy. I'll mold it into pigtails for the gripping.
There is the gripping line that I mentioned before. That is creepy sounding even to me. Fuck your shield. Okay, let's go berserk, why not? The berserk mode actually isn't like God mode, because when you get hit in berserk mode, your berserk meter gets lowered, and when it does, it can be quite unexpected as you keep getting hit, but this time your health gets lowered. So if you kinda rush into the middle of a fight with your berserk rune, one more of those ambient lights about the damned crosses, but yeah, if you rush into a fight with berserker rune and get hit a lot, expect to unexpectedly die. I don't know what's up with this thing. As far as I know, it does completely nothing. Whatever. Whatever. I feel like that's some song that I heard before. Now the door closes and I feel like this little rectangle here was... Whoa, spikes. Was put here for the specific purpose that the player could actually reach, because I feel like this gap was made and then the testers couldn't jump across. And the designer was too lazy to like remove the gap and change the dimensions and anything, so they just added this little padding here, which is kind of funny when you think about it. But they sadly didn't do a good job in here. Let me explain for a second. Okay, I didn't really need to do that. You jump down here. You see some stuff. Gonna throw my bad sword. You need to throw it to break parts of the ceiling so that you can climb the chain. That's not the bad part. Okay, so the thing always gets stuck there exactly when I don't need it anymore, which is kind of strange and funny in a way. Okay, a bunch of statues here. And if you know Rune, you can expect some of the statues to come to life. Obviously it's the ones that you cannot break. And this is another rune of power, which is a better rune, not lesser power, but actually useful. They actually activate when you come closer, so they didn't really measure that too well. But that's not the point either. Let's kill them. We need to kill them to escape here, so you can't actually just kind of snatch the rune and run. Whoa! I was just about to say also these guys have maces and therefore are even more useless than the regular enemies, but there I go, getting hit right as those words are coming out of my mouth, like slightly before they're getting loud and hearable. Anyway, let's take some food here. I think there might be another one someplace. Yep. So at this point, you might think, what if I drop down there again? Maybe I want to eat that lizard there. But wait. This door, it does not open again. So if you fall down there after going back from here, you get stuck without any chance to escape, because you cannot jump up here or climb in any way. And if you go up a chain, you are met with this locked door, and it doesn't open when you approach it from that side either, so it's really bad. Okay, gotta clear this ledge first, because I will be jumping up here in quite a hurry in a few seconds. You might guess why. Whoop! Ambushed again. Good thing Ragnar is blessed with the power of premonitions, I think. Rune of the fucking Zerk. Let's go. I really love that music part, the little ditty thing that... Because it feels really like, you know, treacherous and dangerous in like a tricksy way, which really fits the theme, because the main villain is Loki, the trickster god. So much meat here. But I actually wanted to press the switch.
Intruder!
Alright. And here is, in my mind, where the fierce resistance level name actually comes into play.
Boy.
Let's go. You know what is coming, right? You guys know if you saw the previous update. Okay, got together. A lot of them, they are really eager to lose me if I run around enough. So I gotta make sure to get their attention. And this, I think, makes a couple more jump down. But yeah, you can see they come... They ignore me. They flat out ignore me. Come on. Get attacking. Seriously, get attacking. Alright. Okay, at some point during all that debacle, this here opened. Not gonna waste any more rune power. I mean, I could, but I don't really want to. I might need my rune power for the next set of levels. What? Ah! More people. Okay, kinda wanna kill this guy first. Because one of these guys, when you kill him, triggers a cutscene of a grate being opened down there. And I don't really want to be stuck in a cutscene when there's a guy attacking me. Even though I cannot get harmed during a cutscene, I might get hit a couple times right after coming out of it. Also, that 2-hit combo is a perfect opportunity to run back and do a couple more hits on them. Come on! Oh yeah, there's this guy. Maybe this guy actually triggers the grating. No? Oh, more people jumping down from the roofs. Ah! He's using a dinky little Viking short sword. Come on, man, that's not even serious. Fuck you and your shield. Get a better weapon. You can also climb up here, but sadly there is not even a secret. Something got them crosses. Anyway, let's see if we can summon more people. Wow, that was pretty much unintentional, I'm sure, but still. That guy is an idiot. Alright. We are pretty much done with this level. You can jump off here if you want to drink another mead. But your target is here. Whoa. Now this is kind of funky. They can walk on air apparently if they want. A bit later in this video I will put this ability of theirs to good use. I hope I can manage it because it's really funny. But in here sadly I can just kinda look at it and shake my head. Anyway, that guy, if he is like he was before... Oh no, he isn't. In my test run he was confused and he just sat on the edge of the roof there, couldn't move. But anyway, that masterful move there is an escape. He can't climb here. He would be able to come through this window. Whoop. But he cannot quite figure out jumping, so we are just escaping. No? Okay. Some strange whispers here. Corner is the passage or something. Evidently he still does have devout followers which do not complain about dark paths and damned crosses. God damn it, man. Also, this is a cool little area here. Some sort of cellar, and it's full of goblins. For a bit of a change. And I swear there is some sort of trope or stereotype about goblins in places like an attic or a cellar like so. Which is why they snuck them here, but maybe it's just me. Bleh! Bleh, I said. Now I gotta go eat some lizards, thank you. Oh, by the way, you know what I forgot to mention? What I omitted? This level, guess what, is cut from the classic version as well. Just thought I'd mention it. Like, I've seen people claim that the classic version is the way to play, but come on, how stupid can you be? This is clearly, and by this I mean the one that I'm playing, gold, is clearly better. And the classic is clearly a cut down version. Let's go kill that goblin before he catches up to us. And surprises us, which he did at once at least. I think. Maybe he did it. Whatever, let's kill him. I hate goblins. Someday I will beat this game in first person. Just like someday maybe I'll beat GTA 5 in first person. Alright, here is that place. Let's see if I cannot make them come here and step on the air like so. Gonna cut your ankles, man, gonna cut your ankles. And that was the amusing thing that I promised to show. You can kind of walk around here. There's nothing at all apart from this switch, and you have to really jump onto this darkened elevator, which you cannot see, but you can climb, blah blah blah. There we go, going up. And this is where the classic version lands us after the second of the 3 levels in today's update, completely skipping the fierce resistance level. Which is a shame, but we have already established that the classic version is shit, with cutting out a lot of levels, important plot revelations, and adding annoying and unfair enemies. So do not play the classic version ever! I hope you got that. Anyway, this is where we end this update. This is another set of levels, kind of more in the vein of like a temple than a town. So I decided that it was appropriate to cut here in my infinite wisdom of planning my route through this game. Also, I think I talked over it, but when you come here, there's a little tune that plays, which really reminds me, if you know Silent Hill Shattered Memories, the very end, when you are pretty much just having swamped the lake and walking out when the revelation that Harry is dead happens. By the way, spoiler alert, yep. And Sybil goes away, and there's this music which plays and the snow falls, and it really reminds me of that music. So if you want to hear this little ambient thing that plays here when you approach, get the game and play it yourself. Yeah. But anyway, for now, thank you for watching. See you next time on Let's Play Rune or Crusaders or Blood of Darkness or whatever. But goodbye.